Hey everyone, it's Tom Seymour from VHS Masker. Just doing a quick update. We have a few things that have happened in the last few weeks I think are notable. If you're an independent filmmaker out there, this could be of interest to you, whether you're starting out or you've been doing it for a long time. I usually try to tell you things that are working for me, things that are not, but it should be of some use. One of the cool things is that we just posted an interview with Bill D. Russell, who was in Puppet Master Dr. Death. I think that's the 22nd Puppet Master movie. Anyway, so he tells us what the casting process was like, getting to be in a full moon movie and kind of realizing, how cool that was. Like, here's a little clip here's a little TikTok clip. And so that was really cool. Interviews up on YouTube and Instagram and TikTok. He is also in a new documentary I'm working on called Enter the Television. That is moving along. We should have some very cool interviews in the next few weeks, and I'll definitely update you on that one. Should have a surprise coming up. One of the cool things is that we interviewed John Brennan. I worked with John Brennan on a number of projects, including American Expendables, and he's in this new one, Enter the Television, and then he's in Video Dreams as well. Anyway, he of course was in The Last Drive-In with Joe Bob Briggs. Was on that. He writes music, so he did all the music for Last Drive-In, and his jingle played all throughout the show. So I think it was all 6 seasons, and he's on a bunch of the in the seasons doing sketches and stuff like that. He is now working for Up All Night with Rhonda Shear, which is like a huge deal. Another one of these amazing shows that is something that aired in the late 80s and all through the 90s, and then now we're seeing it again on Kings of Horror in a different way via YouTube, where people can interact, and the community can build around it, and that's already happening. I have one of my horror films, my horror features, Exorcism of Fleet Marriage, is actually on King of Horror as well. And King of Horror is like pretty awesome. Exorcism of Fleet Marriage, I think, has a couple 100,000 views just on Kings of Horror, and so that was kind of a second life for that film. It had never the original cut was called Mark of the Beast, and it was put out on DVD, but at the time all the video stores were failing, so it really kind of it didn't find its footing. And so luckily in 2022, when I put that out, it did well. So I thought that was really pretty interesting. So it's free on Kings of Horror if you're interested. On the film festival front, my newest documentary feature, Video Dreams, a VHS Massacre story. For those of you who don't know, we're entered into 130 film festivals. We're down to sort of the last 16, I believe. We have 47 official selections, 24 wins, and something like 13 nominations. So by all means, pretty stellar. So some of the top underground film festivals in the world: Melbourne Underground, Arizona Underground, CineXS, one of the top genre film festivals in the UK, Torino Underground, one of the top Italian, and San Francisco Independent Film Festivals, just one of the most important independent film festivals in the US, period. So all this to say, I'm definitely bragging here, but what I'm saying is, like, if you enter, only way to win and get in is by entering. And you can't just enter a few. The reason why this is working is because I very carefully researched each festival. Keep in mind, there are 14,000 film festivals throughout the world. You want to hone in on the festivals that play your type of film. You have to kind of look at yourself in the mirror and be honest about what kind of film you made. I still have trouble with that. I still entered Sundance and Slamdance, uh, and Austin Film Festival. Although we won at Austin Indie Fest, Austin Film Festival is this Academy Award qualifying film festival. So there is this difference between industry film festivals and independent or underground. Lately, I just like to use the word underground because independent has just been abused so much. It's all these studio films. You know, A24 puts out a film and they call it independent. It's like, oh my god, your entrenched studio system. Great films, but that's crazy. So I just I think people should start just um, using it to describe any art film, avant garde, or exploitation or B movie. Just call it underground because you call it independent, and uh, the studios use it incorrectly, and it wrecks the meaning. So and there is a separate track for that. Underground film festivals are the underground institutions. So if you're killing it in that region, there's a certain level of respect you can gain, and I think that's pretty cool. So yeah, so um, I think our acceptance rate is around 40%, which is very high. Even if you're getting 1 in 3, that's very good. So what does that mean for you? Well, it means that you when you finish your film and you're editing it, hopefully you're taking 6 months to a year to edit. I can't imagine doing it faster than that, or why you would do it faster than that. You need time to go over things and fix things and revisit things. While you're doing that, you can be trying to save up. Hopefully you're working with a couple friends and you save up a pool of money. Save up, a few grand a piece, and because it's an odds game. If you enter 100 festivals, you'll be lucky to get into 30. The way I'm treating it is the film festival circuit is like my theatrical run. So we're aiming to get 50 screenings. We're at 47 now. 50 cities would be amazing. I don't know if we'll get there because there's some repeats. We've had a few in New York. Um, but and to let people know about the film before it hits streaming and physical media. So anyway, one of the coolest things is that we've gotten into the East Hampton Film Festival, and this is super cool. East Hampton Film Festival in Massachusetts. Check this out. Video Dreams at Visions Video, Sunday, April 19th. I think it's playing at 7 p.m. And so Visions Video is a video store. Like, how amazing is this? So cool. So, so Video Dreams will be playing here, and it's awesome. I recorded a whole intro. Oh, look. Oh, that's what it's going to look like. Where did that go? Psycho's in Love. I know Psycho's in Love. That has Carmen Capabianco in it. Look at that. Wow. Um, and yeah, if we look here, that's so cool. They're lined up all along the video stores, and then they screen there. That looks like a lot of fun. So special thanks to Chris Ferry in the East Hampton Film Festival and the guys at Visions Video. Um, Delighted to be a part of it, and so that should be super cool. In regard to other screenings that are upcoming, um, uh, so other news real quick is that we won our 24th award for Video Dreams at the Purgatory Film Festival in the United Kingdom. That's amazing. That's our 5th screening in the United Kingdom, and really delighted that it's tracking so well. We're trying to get into Rain Dance, which again is, cross that. That's that's like a BAFTA Academy Award qualifying film festival. It's a long shot, but maybe we'll pull a reverse Christopher Nolan and get break in over in the UK, and then maybe people in the US will care. Who knows? Anyway, um, so it's also Video Dreams is still playing virtually at the Atlanta Documentary Film Festival, which is definitely a significant documentary film festival, very long running and well respected, and that's running to April 6th. So you got like a few days left on that if you want to watch that virtually. And it you can if you're in New York or in the U.S. You can still watch it virtually. It's geolocked to the U.S. though. Um, Atlanta, East Hampton, doc only. Doc only seems to be. That's still kind of a. I think they do yearly festivals, yearly screenings. So it's like, yeah, okay, this hasn't been updated, but we got a selection there at least. So anyway, that's some of the news that's been going on with Video Dreams. And I'm also working on this new doc, like I said, Enter the Television. The reason why I'm mentioning that is that for me, in order to, in this day and age, to keep my career going, you really want to have the next project kind of working behind the scenes so that it could come out. See, when Video Dreams finishes the festival circuit, it'll eventually hit streaming, probably in 2027, and then maybe we'll do streaming for 6 months to a year, and then look at physical media. Because believe it or not, you would think that's reversed, like make people buy it on physical media first. But today's day and age, this is a new film, and there's somewhat of a reputation with VHS Massacre, but you want to give the film some fame before it goes on physical media, because if people don't know what the heck it is, like, it's a collector's market now. There's less people that just randomly collect every release. I mean, some people will if it's like older stuff, but so that's something to keep in mind. Yeah, so that's about it for what's going on. As I was saying to Tim Kulik, who produces with me, this seems to be like the championship rounds, I like to call it, which is, I know it sounds over dramatic. It's from that movie Cinderella Man. It's like the ring announcer is unsure if James Braddock can make it like the rest of the rounds. You know, this is the championship rounds. He's either going to fade or he's going to succeed, and that's what's happening now for me. Although it's been a stellar run, if I wanted to jump to the next level, I'd probably have to get into and win essentially a few of these festivals. The brass ring would be Chicago Underground, and then Rain Dance, of course, and then maybe a win at Atlanta Underground could do it, or like a combination of like this one called Cocoloris. It's a top experimental film festival in the U.S. Maybe a combination of like Trauma Dance and Scum Dance. I'm also going to try to enter Smod Castle. There's a few different paths, but it would require getting into some more film festivals, which can definitely happen. But some of these are pretty heavy lifts. But I have some faith that we'll get into some of them, and we should even win some. And so you can't win if you don't enter, you know. So, and it's better than the lottery because you're betting on yourselves, and there's a better odds of getting in. It's kind of like entering a college, honestly. You got to enter a few of them, you know. Um, so that's about it for now. Oh, there's a Austin Indie Fest had a special award for veterans who are in films. So I send my dad up and Ken Powell up and John Navarro, and so they're in that category for veterans. They won a award, a best documentary, veterans and documentary award. So that was pretty cool. Yeah, that's about it for now. If anyone has questions about independent filmmaking, drop me a line. Anyone can do it nowadays. I still recommend getting a Blackmagic camera if you want to really have that film look, or a Sony. Sonys are great too. Um, okay. Uh, Thanks for listening, and we'll see you next time.